Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at how you can recover health in DBZ Dokkan Battle. So basically just kind of want to take a look at the various ways you can recover health. I will also be telling you how you can calculate or determine how much health you'll gain back depending on a unit's defense, because you recover health in various ways. You can recover health via passive skill, super attack, active skill, or you can even recover health from links and also just from the raw defense of a unit when collecting same type orbs. So there's a lot of ways to heal. Not to mention you can also heal from passive effects such as the physical Gogeta or the Int Cell, who are great examples of this. We'll also discuss how the recovery skill works so that you can understand everything you need to know about healing and just health recovery. So obviously to start off, we'll just go through the various methods and how they work. So firstly, you have passive skills. These heals can occur in a couple of ways. Firstly, units will generally denotate how much they recover, and most of it will be based on a per orb rate, or on a damage dealt rate, or on whether they actually succeed in getting hit or not. Also, generally the health is mentioned when it's recovered. So just to obviously take a look at a couple examples here. Buhan, for example, is a unit that recovers HP on orb. When you collect the required orbs, he'll recover that HP. It's very similar to AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku, to Gotenks, for example, or any unit like that. You also get units like Int Videl. Int Videl will recover health based on how much damage she has dealt. Now, what's important here is its damage dealt. So this is the actual damage to the unit, not the attack stat. So if she has a 4 million attack stat but only deals 20 damage, she'll only recover 20% of the 20 damage. You then get units like Int Metal Cooler, who also obviously recovers health based on just the start of the turn. Now, start of turn healing and end of turn healing is very different, especially when you consider things like passives. So for example, you have Metal Cooler. Metal Cooler will recover health at the end of the turn, but will also recover additional health if he's been hit. Both of these will only occur after the end of the turn, well, after the final attack of the enemy occurs, but before the next turn enters its start phase. This is important for two reasons. One, it means you need to not die to get the health recovery to come back. And two, it's important for understanding health thresholds for passives like Golden Frieza. End of turn healing is very good when you have units like Golden Frieza. The Dokkan attack itself, the special Dokkan attack that recovers HP, always does end of turn healing, not start of turn healing. So this is important obviously in terms of thresholds. But it's not just passives that are how you can recover health, it's also super attacks as well. Just to kind of show you another example, there is Gotenks who also recovers HP per orb, but because he has attack and defense per orb as well, he's not classified under the recovery tab. So just know not all units would have been shown there. Next we have super attacks. Now the big thing with super attacks is, unfortunately, super attacks have to hit to recover health. So unlike raising defense or raising attack or any stacking abilities, if a super attack is evaded and it recovers HP, you will not recover that HP. Not certain why that is the case, but it is the case. So unfortunately, if any of these units miss their attacks, you will not recover that HP. I think it's because it needs it to hit to cause the recover HP to trigger, but I'm not certain why. Whereas the raising defense and attack can occur upon initiation of the super, this seems like it needs the super to hit. Not sure if that's a mechanical thing, not sure if they can fix that, but that is the case. So although this is good, obviously it's percentage based, it's not determined by anything. And then finally we have active skills. These are also very straightforward. You elect when to use them, you'll recover health. Generally speaking, all of these are percentage based. So you recover this health based on how much health you have, or if it's on damage dealt, it will be based on how much damage you deal to the unit. If it's on super, it will have to hit, but it's a set percentage. And that's generally the pretty straightforward thing. Now, in terms of recovery, there's another two methods to recovering health as well. So the first method is defense. Well, sorry, just to kind of round out the passives, obviously not showing on the screen when you look under recovery, but transformative or transformative passives. So things like Incel, or Gogeta and Vegeta, who recover health once they transform at your health threshold, they also will give you health back. So just to kind of point those out. Obviously, beyond that, there are two other ways that you recover health. You recover health based on the amount of orbs you pick up with same type orbs. So for example, if an AGL unit picks up AGL orbs, they will heal. And the second way is links. So we're talking about those two separately. The first being the one people are most interested in, the orbs. Now the amount you recover is based on your defense at the time of picking up the orb. This will factor in links. So for example, if a link is active, it will increase the amount you heal. And it will also factor in the amount of orbs you pick up. So if you pick up an orb and that raises your defense, the next orb you get will also increase your HP raised. That's why units like AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku are so very good. Not to mention, when you are healing, it will also take into account your recovery skill or your recovery boost skill. Basically, how this works is each orb you pick up that is same type will give you 3% of your defense back. Every level you have in the recovery boost skill will give you 15% of a percent. Does that make sense? So if I collect 10 recovery boost levels, that will give me an extra 1.5% healed, which means in total I'll receive 4.5% of my defense as health back for every same type orb. So this is pretty good. Recovery boost does indeed increase your defense your recovery rate quite substantially. If you have maxed out recovery rates on your defense, you can probably heal a whole extra 6 or 7% of your defensive stat as an orb. Now, this recovery rate does not affect the standard heal from passive. So if a unit heals based off of rainbow orbs or AGL orbs, like for example Goku, who heals an additional 10,000, that 10,000 does not affect it. However, the amount he heals off of his defense is affected. So overall, it's still really good, but it will not affect baseline passive capabilities like that. But either way, it's very, very important to understand that. So to reiterate it again, you will gain 3% of your defense as health back with the same type orb. For every point you have in recovery boost, you will gain an additional 15% of a percent. Now, in terms of, obviously, over here, when we look at links need to be active for their heal to take place. So for example, if we look at regeneration or metamorphosis, it says you recover 5% HP. Metamorphosis needs to be active to recover the 5% HP. It also only activates once per link activation. So if all 3 units have metamorphosis, I will recover 10% HP, not 15%, because the link is only activating twice, once between unit 1 and 2, and once between unit 2 and 3. But we'll take a look at that in practice. Now, just to show you guys some maths behind it, just so you can better understand, if we look at Vegeta, Vegeta has 180,000 health. He also, or defense I should say, he also has 15 in recovery boost. That 15 in recovery boost means we'll be healing an extra 2.25%, which means each orb we gain will give us 5.25% of our defense back. And as you can see, we gained exactly 5.25%. We gained 9,437 health. Now, Vegeta's defense went up after we linked Trunks with him, but you'll notice our health stayed the same. That's because the link was not active at the time of collecting the orb, and so it will not factor in. And we'll take a look at this in better practice later. But here you can see Trunks. Now Trunks has only 6 in his recovery boost, and Trunks has a lower defense of 117,000. Trunks, however, will be collecting 3 orbs. Trunks will be collecting 3.9% per orb collected. And you can see again, even though we collected 6 orbs, we only collected 3 physical, and our health went up 13.7 thousand as a result. So pretty simple to track, I think. Now to just show you how links affect it. So you'll see that with Trunks we have 336,000 defense on this rotation. I'll just show you their recovery boost and obviously everything so you can just keep track of it. But yes, basically, to be honest with you, we pick up one purple orb and we'll recover quite a sizable amount of health, but you'll see that we get up to 50 in terms of our health. So there you go, you can see the health there. We're now going to link Strength Vegeta with them. The defense has risen to 350 and you'll see that we gain slightly more health back because of this. We went up a couple hundred, even 1,000 health points. This is just to show that the link being active does affect the amount you heal. Now let's talk about links. So for example, we have no links currently active. However, the moment we move the two coolers together, the heal will immediately initiate and we'll heal. However, if we split them apart, we will no longer heal. So that's something important to show, and I'll show that just now. Also important to note, it's a 4% heal. It's not occurring twice. As you can probably tell via the maths, it is only occurring once. So as you can see, our health went down. We put them back together, our health goes up. And it's only by 4%, it's not by 8% or anything like that. So yeah, that's basically it. That covers everything you need to know about healing. So obviously, if you do have any comments or queries, you can let me know. I didn't include support items because obviously those should be quite self-explanatory. But yes, if there's anything else you want explained to you or you're unsure of, you can always let me know in the comments and I'll gladly assist you. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative and I hope it's helped you better understand how to utilize your skills in Dokkan. But that's it from me. See you guys next time. Bye.